Judd, many congratulations. How was that for your nerves?
I felt better today towards the end. I wasn't sort of gifting him easy chances like I was yesterday. I was missing a lot yesterday and just sort of leaving him in the middle of the ball so he didn't have to do anything. Today I was kind of making him work for his chances. His long putting was a lot better. I think he was scoring a lot heavier. I think I was very relieved to sort of get a half chance in the last frame after he split the balls open. So I think it was always going to be a tough draw. I think Thepchaiya was one of the names that everyone wanted to avoid. I think he's one of the best players. He's still probably improving, and yeah, he's sort of a scary style of play to play against. I think he just sort of goes for everything and puts you under a lot of pressure. So I think very relieved to win from 6-3 down is a great win for me.
And just tell us about that final frame decider.
Yeah, he putted a great ball to get in, and he was looking comfortable. He kind of hit him just a little bit too hard and ended up by the bulk line and played a safety. And I kind of didn't have many choices to take on. There was kind of a plant that might be able to make, but opted for the double and tried to get the white back up the table and kind of clipped the knuckles a little bit and finished perfect on the blue. So I was over the moon to see the red going, because otherwise that was probably all over, and sort of held myself together. Played a bad shot on 50 odd, but I think I played some good safety in the end to get over the line.
Does that give you a bit of a boost when you come through a tight match like that?
Not really. I think I'd like to be doing what Barry Hawkins is doing or someone else to win 10-0. That's the ideal scenario. I don't think I've ever really played well here. I think when I come as a qualifier, I think, and I played nil, I think that's the best I've ever played, and since then has always been a bit of a struggle, just trying too hard, or you just don't want to go out first round here. I think you're devastated when you lose first round, so I think the top 16 kind of put a bit of extra pressure on yourself, and I think in the end it was probably just experience that got me over the line today.
You mentioned about the top 16 players not wanting to go out early. Obviously you were aware, of course, that Ronnie O'Sullivan suffered that massive exit, didn't he, of course, yesterday?
Yeah, he obviously lost that one, and you just know from obviously James being an amateur and being able to play like that. I knew as soon as the draw came out, I said that James is an easy game for him. I think he's fearless, along with Thepchaiya, who's fearless as well, and it's very tough to play against that style of play. You probably rather play someone over 40 who's had a few battle scars. So I think the younger players are definitely harder to play against, but I think I just sort of didn't make as many mistakes today, and that's what see me through.
Of course, Ronnie going out means you're the new tournament favourite.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think the way Neil's playing, he's definitely the favourite of the tournament. I think there's a couple of other players. Mark Selby's always going to be dangerous. John Higgins. So I don't really look at it like that. I think I'm one of the people that have got a lot to prove here. A lot of the other top players have already won it, so they've got that experience, and I'm just gonna hopefully just be able to settle down and really enjoy that game against Ding now.
Interesting, isn't it? People talk about the draw. There doesn't seem to be an easy side either side of the draw with all the world champions that are in it. And obviously, you say Ding Junhui, another player like you, hungry to win it for the first time.
Yeah, he's always going to be difficult. You've got Sean Murphy, who seemed to play well first game. Mark Selby scraped through like I did. John Higgins is always going to be tough. So I think apart from Ronnie, I think you've got all the top players still in it, and it's kind of, I think that's a good thing for me. I can't really afford to take my foot off the gas. I probably play a little bit better when I play the top players, so hopefully now I can raise my game.
And just in terms of Ding Junhui, does that suit you playing somebody who's so attacking?
I think so. I think we've had a few good games at the Crucible before, so I think we both probably enjoy playing each other. I think neither of us want to lose to each other. We're sort of both around a similar age, and we're still waiting to get that first world title under our belt. So I think it's a game, sort of a bit of a grudge game that we both really want to win, and neither of us really want to lose.
Do you think he's under a bit more pressure than you? Obviously, with all the Chinese fans watching him on TV back home, they're desperate for him to win it, aren't they?
Not really. I think over the past couple of seasons, he's in his head. He's very relaxed now. I don't really think he doesn't enter many tournaments when he doesn't need to. He just goes about it, practices hard when he needs to, and he's just enjoying it now, I think. So it's going to make him a dangerous opponent, I think. I think he'll just go out and relax, and hopefully I can just sort of raise my game to how it has been in maybe the Masters or a couple of the other tournaments I've won.
Will you stay here now for a few days, or are you going to get away for a bit?
No, straight home now. I think it is a long wait, so a bit too long to be sat around. I need to go back and practice properly, stick 4 or 5 hours in for the next couple of days, and come back as a new man, hopefully.
We wish you all the best with that.
Thank you.
So was it, obviously you never get to play yourself, so was that a bit like looking in the mirror and playing Thepchaiya, what you used to play like?
I'd imagine so. I think that style of play and maybe how Jack Lazowski used to play, I think, it's kind of just everything's going in, and you're just hoping he doesn't take it on, but he does take it on and it goes in. So it's not nice to play against. I think it puts you under a lot of pressure, but I think it was just experience, really. I think he just made one too many mistakes today, and I just tried to just sort of feed off that.
And I think you had a bit of a joke with Rob about you weren't too sure about Ronnie going out was a good thing, because sometimes that's when the bad results happen. Is it? Can you stay focused even if you think that big threat's gone?
I'm trying to. Yeah, I think winning today was a good win for me after he's gone out. I think all my big titles seem to come when I play Ronnie. So I think I didn't look at it as a good thing, him going out. I was in sort of cherished playing him, especially at the Crucible. Would have been an amazing event, but there's a lot of tough top players still in it. I think you've got a lot of previous world champions in it with the experience that are hungry, that haven't had a good season, and they're going to be going out there with sort of a point to prove.
And how gutting would it have, probably the last time you came here really tipped to do well was a couple of years ago, and it was obviously unfortunate first round. How gutting would it have been if you had gone out today?
Yeah, I'd have been devastated to have lost first round, but I think I prepared properly. I think I put in the work. I practiced 4 or 5 hours a day every day, so I think in the end, I think the way I battled today, I was sort of happy with how I was trying, giving 100% every shot, and it was just sort of his long potting that was getting his chances today. So at least if I did lose, I kind of didn't give it to him.
Sorry if this has already been asked, Judd, but the cross double in the final frame, that was intentional, I take it, to get in?
Yeah.
It looked like he left you maybe in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot on. I think there was a plant which was maybe potable, but I had that cross double. I tried to obviously bring the white back up the table to a more safe position, but I think I was happy when it went in and it finished perfect on the blue. So I think I didn't have a sort of a great run of the ball with cannons the whole game. So I think in the end that was sort of just deserved.
And although it went down to sort of him trying to snook us, how pleasing to make the 53 to get you towards the line.
Yeah, I think it was important. It was a good chance to not make any mistakes from, and I was just trying not to miss so hard that I sort of lost position on 53 from an easy chance. But I think I just sort of kept my composure, and I played a very good safety, and obviously he miscued and stuck me straight in. So I think it was just sort of about my patience. There wasn't brilliant scoring, but my safety was good when I needed it.
Great, thank you.